Yo, what's going on, guys? And today we're talking about the Memphis Grizzlies and some trades that they could make. So what we're hearing from HoopsHype, Michael Scott of HoopsHype, links in the description for the article, that yes, we all know that the Memphis Grizzlies have been decimated by injuries to start the year, which has led to an uncharacteristic start for this team towards the bottom of the West after finishing as the second seed for 2 years concurrently. Now, despite these injuries, multiple bench players have drawn trade interest from other teams. The Grizzlies reserve sharpshooter, who's a career 43.5% three-point shooter, Luke Kennard, is a player that rival teams are keeping an eye on as the Memphis Grizzlies continue to have these early season woes. Now, Kennard is owed $14.76 million this season with an option for the same amount next year, as well as John Konchar, who's a candidate to be dealt. The Celtics, Warriors, and Lakers are among the teams who kept tabs on the John Konchar situation from afar. Now, I think it's definitely interesting to see this. I think John Konchar makes just under $5 million, so you're basically looking at a $20 million player you could trade. So if they want one player for $20 million, who could they trade for? I mean, first off, Spencer Dinwiddie, if they really need some guard help. Jared Allen, if they need some big, if they want to score. Bojan Bogdanovic, if they feel like that's going to really move the needle. If they want a center, Clint Capella. And I think Clint Capella is the most realistic guy there. And you're thinking, what do teams get from John Konchar if they're traded from John Konchar? So John Konchar is a guy that I've always been a fan of. He's a, surprise, because he's white, people are going to say he's a surprising athlete. He stands out at almost 6'5", plays like a power forward. He's one of the best rebounders at his position. Dude, the guy in the G averaged 9 rebounds, okay? He's a great playmaker. He's a great driver. He can finish over people through contact, and he's a good ball handler, and he's shown the ability to hit the three-point shot when need be. Now, the thing with John Konchar is that John, so far in his career, or at least this year, he's only playing 18.7 minutes a night, having arguably one of the worst seasons of his career. However, if you look in years past, like last season where he played 21 minutes a night, he shot 34% from 3 on 2.5 attempts a game, scored 5 points, grabbed 4.5 rebounds, 1.5 assists, about 1 steal a game, 43% from the field, primarily took only threes, 2.5, if his shots were three-pointers, and he only took 4.5 shots a game. So there you're told kind of what type of player he is. Now, Luke Kennard, who is he? He's been a guy who kind of got pushed out of the lineup. He's only played in 8 games, 21.5 minutes a night, 8 points, 36% from the field, 37% from 3. He's only taking threes, grabs 3 rebounds a night, dishes out 2 assists. Nothing crazy. He isn't setting the world on fire, but what you're definitely getting with a guy like Luke Kennard is a 3-point, marksman. Got a great release, super quick, but it's not hurried. He's borderline elite from outside. He can hit threes off the dribble, step backs, pull ups, whatever you want, catch and shoots, and he can attack out the pick and roll. He can actually facilitate, like an underrated playmaker, and he's effective at it. He's got a short wingspan on a 6'4" frame. He's got, I believe, a 6'4" wingspan. Okay, and he's been a guy that gets exposed defensively. He's more suited off the bench as a 6-man than as a starter, but he's definitely a fun guy to watch.